Behind me, we have the Integra Type S, and so many of you have asked me what this car is like at night. What do its lights look like? What does the interior look like? Well, today, we got it. Let's get into it. One of the things I try to do with this channel is answer any questions you guys have as quickly as I possibly can. And one of the most popular questions I have received to date on this Acura Integra Type S is, what does it look like at night? Well, here we are. This is the 2024 Acura Integra Type S in Tiger Eye at night. Now, what you'll notice is the lighting at the front is all isolated to the headlights. There's no fog light element, nothing like that. The DRL, the hazard, the low beam, the high beam, all isolated into this headlamp, and I think it looks terrific. The fact that it's full LED, the integrated DRL, the jewel eye, oh, it just looks so good. And against that Tiger Eye metallic at night, is there anything better? Now, as we wrap around to the side, we notice what Acura calls welcome lighting, and it's these small lights inside the door handle that are meant to illuminate as you approach the vehicle, to let you know it's yours, to welcome you with the warmth of lighting. The cabin also illuminates when you get close to the vehicle, just to welcome you to your Acura Integra Type S. Now, as we get to the rear and we hit the unlock button, we are greeted with the depth that is the rear taillights. I love the signature back here. I think it looks absolutely terrific. It looks a little 3D, the LED hazard as well. Again, full LED back here. We love that. It looks rich. It looks premium. It looks awesome, especially at night. Good job, Acura. But let's make our way to the inside so you can see what this car is like at night. But first, we got to start it up. Now, as we start it up, you are greeted with the instrument cluster in front of you, and what looked like a piece of metal on the left is actually ambient lighting. There are two pieces of ambient lighting in this cabin, one on the left, the other on the right. Now, I have adjusted the brightness of this interior to be a little bit higher, and later on in the drive, I'll go through the full bright and minimum bright just to show you guys the degree that you can alter this system. The lighting inside the Integra Type S isn't that extensive. This isn't a Mercedes, this isn't a BMW, hell, this isn't even a Volkswagen. But what you do have is minimal, is purposeful, and does look the part. I do like the ambient lighting strips on the door. I think they do a nice job to add a little, more premium feel to this cabin. That said, I do wish there was a little more. I would have loved an ambient light element underneath the navigation display that carried all the way over to the right air vent to bring some light to that area of the cabin. But I'm just, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm nitpicking. Maybe I'm being very critical. But the fact of the matter is there isn't much going on in this cabin at night. Now, we have the instrument cluster in front of me. You can see the heads-up display very clearly. These systems are vibrant. These systems are clear. These systems work very well. So I do like the instrument cluster. I do like the heads-up display. On my right, you can also see the heat, the AC, those controls are also well lit with sort of halo effects around each of them to really just indicate where they are. You also have clear temperature readouts. Your home, your back, your volume knobs also are well lit up as well. And then per the law, the hazard button is also illuminated as well. The steering wheel controls, not really that bright, admittedly, right? In a lot of other vehicles, the brightness actually does alter the steering wheel controls pretty heavily. In this car, that does not seem to be the case. But the light has turned green. We're going to get on the highway. We put it in individual mode, which if you watched the extensive review that I released last week, you know the sounds you're about to hear. So I'm going to be quiet for just a second as we get up to highway speed with that exhaust fully open. Take a listen to all 320 horsepower of the Acura Integra Type S at full tilt. pretty good. We got up to speed, no problem. This car is punchy. It might not be the fastest thing on the road, but dang, this power is usable. This power is nice. This power is fun. You can see the road almost fully illuminate with the headlights in front of us. Look at the van on the left. You can see the line of my LEDs pretty cleanly on that van. It takes up almost all 3 lanes of the highway, right? You can see 1 lane to the left, you can see 1 lane to the right. We're in the center of the highway, so these headlights definitely do a terrific job. Look how bright that HID or HUD system is. The heads-up display is clear. Oh, it's so good. Shout out to Acura for actually providing a decent system here. But one of the things that I told you guys I was going to show you was the brightness levels in this cabin, what it looks like all the way maxed and what it looks like all the way down. Right, so you can see you can actually change this pretty cleanly, and it does adjust the ambient lighting on the door. It does adjust the steering wheel controls, albeit not much. It does adjust the instrument cluster, the navigation display, the buttons and knobs that control the heat, and it controls the ambient lighting to your left. So you definitely have a lot of control over the light in the cabin. You could really make this thing very dark, very isolated, which will reduce some of that eye strain on longer drives. So bottom line, what do we got with the Acura Integra Type S at night? We have terrific headlights and terrific taillights, full LED units that look remarkably premium for this segment in comparison to the S3, where you have to go all the way up to Premium Plus for those Matrix headlights, and the Mercedes. The interior, however, is lacking compared to its competition in the ambient lighting department, but I want to hear from you. What do you think about the Integra interior?